Hi, Adele from Sandpiper, working through therapy programs to focus on speech sounds for parents, just as some tips to help you supporting your child at home. Maybe you're attending speech therapy, or maybe you've bought a sound pack from Sandpiper. This might just take you through the various steps and make things a bit easier for you. One of the things I find with kids that I'm working with in speech is that the very first thing we need to do is establish a pattern, a routine. So it becomes a matter of, I'll do something, you watch me, and then you copy it. So an easy place to start is, let's make some lip and tongue exercises. I'll poke out my tongue, you poke out your tongue. I'll make a funny face with the smile, you make a funny face. I'll make a funny fish face, you make a funny fish face. This activity is just a bit of fun. It's just helping to get the routine, to get kids to understand that it's I'll model, you copy. There isn't evidence to say that it actually helps the articulation, but I find it helps those kids who are a little bit reluctant. They've tried making these sounds and they're finding it really difficult. So they're feeling rather, maybe even threatened at having to focus on their sounds. If we can introduce them with some lip and tongue, some fun things, then you're more likely to get them on side from the beginning. Once you've done a few lip and tongue exercises though, you want to jump into the sound that you're working on. Generally speaking, we'll only focus on one sound at a time. More often than not, we try the sound at the beginning of the word, but for some kids that might be easier for them to work on it at the end. Everybody's different, aren't they? Generally, if you're looking at learning a new motor skill, you try to break it down into smaller steps, and you target that first smallest step and then gradually build from there. So if we're talking about speech therapy, speech sounds, we look at the sound just by itself. So every sound requires us to move our lips, our tongue, our jaw, our breathing to create the sounds. If you've bought the speech pack from Sandpiper, then you will always find an introductory page. There will be a character for each of the sounds. So for example, if we're working on the k sound, we've got Katie Kookaburra who helps us. Then there's a section that will tell you how to make that sound, how to put your lips, where to put your tongue. You can encourage your child to look very carefully at your mouth while you make the sound. Some people find it easy to use a mirror, to get the child to look at themselves in a mirror. Sometimes this can actually just add confusion. So be sensitive. If it seems to be confusing the child more than helping, take it away. We don't need it. The idea though is to say it a few times, for you to practice it, saying it, and for your child to practice it back. You're not going to be able to practice this for half an hour, no matter how many lip and tongue exercises you're going to throw in, no matter how many times you try to say that k sound. 5 minutes is probably all you're going to need. So you practice some lip movements, you practice the sound a few times, and that's it.